types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. On play action, it's Mahomes. Sliding out of the pocket. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Give him 30 yards there.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
And the first down, Chiefs.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Mahomes going to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. But now it's 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. Now he'll escape to his left. Trying to find his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. No doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-click drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Here we go. Come on, here we go. 46. Let's see what you got. Hey, check my 50. Over. Check my 15. Double dog. Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Line 8.
Draw play. Elliott. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 7 yards there and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
A first down carry by Elliott. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Hey, 50's
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
48 for Mike. Big on front. Big stop. Let's go. Hey, alert 48. Alert. Hey, we got Mike.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Hard throw. Incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that had far too much air under it. It's out of the back of the end zone, and the football will come out to the 20-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. That's Vince Williams who gets the sack. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman, and that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw, it's Mahomes. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the 1st down. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success.
And now Prescott is going to be taken down. He couldn't get away, and that's a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
At the 34-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now Cook. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Let's go. At their own 28-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
We're going to 54.
Here's Prescott. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Danielle Hunter just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have.
We're going to 53. Hey.
Let's go, D.
Through one quarter, 9-7 our score. Started the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up.
We're going to 53. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. We go 46. 48. Let's go. Man, that's trash. That's trash. Mike, 48. Mike, 48. Here we go.
What's the motion? What's the motion?
Here we go. 26.
3rd and long for Prescott. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Cooper's first catch, and good for a 1st down. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process, when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Daniil Hunter able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Another try after the 1st down sack. Prescott, Darren Lee in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. So they'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
Hey, kill. 47.
Hey, tight
26.
Prescott from the gun. This to Jarwin. They'll get 19 out of this, but it will still bring up a 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent game. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Now this is fielded in the end zone, and he is out of bounds up past the 10. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored
into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, Davis.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Let's go.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Cooper was the target there, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. On 1st and 10, Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the 36-yard line.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up second and 6. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
First down. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Here we go. Wide 50. 90 here. Shoot. Under 10. We're going to 54. Wide 26.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's second and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On second down, it's Pollard. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a first down on a gain of 10. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. On first down, it's Elliott. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a second and 3.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
On second down, Elliott. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
And
they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Only a yard that time, second and goal.
50's the mark. 50's the mark. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. Kill. He did. No. Off. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 5. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should.
And that's caught inside the 35. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Mahomes now to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Going for it all. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. From the left hash, this from 46. And this one is right down Broadway. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. They run it again with Cook. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
Yellow. It's going to be a long day.
A quick throw out to Hardman on the perimeter. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line.
It's a loss of 2.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. Buying time to his left. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 28.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give him 7 there on the first down carry. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the Cowboys' 22-yard line.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They run, Cook, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Again, it's Cook. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one.
And their first down, Chiefs.
Yellow. Go wide. Sunday. Rush in.
They'll run on first down. It's Thompson. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Again, a run with Thompson. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Even though positive yardage was gained on that play, I think the defense has to be happy. Obviously, they were prepared for some trick plays coming into the game, and they look very aware that those could happen on any given down.
And the kick by Butker is good. And with that, they move ahead by a point here in this 3rd quarter.
So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things work well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Kill.
Check 48's the mark. Check 48's the mark. Army.
Now Prescott. And he's taken down. A cheap sack. Darren Lee picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
Go to 54, go to 54, line. Go to 54, line.
Here's Prescott. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Intended that time for Cooper.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? 3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. Back now in Arlington. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter play.
Harrison Butker on for the field goal. A 39-yard
Butker's kick here is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
Kill.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard. He finds an opening past the 40. And now nothing but green ahead of him. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard, his second touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys have once again taken the lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met a...
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. They go play fake. Mahomes going for the deep ball. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
The Chiefs on third down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
Hey, 4 down. Watch the eye. Check 26.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down.
First down, Kansas City.
Mahomes now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now Cook running right. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Watch one. Guys, game situation. Let's go. Stay.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Dancing to his left. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. The Chiefs on third down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Mahomes to throw. And that will be incomplete.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Looking to find a lane, but he can't rein in at the line of scrimmage. Tackle that time by Sidney Jones.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now, to stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Slay it. Check.
Here we go, going to 53. Here we go, going to 54, going to 54. 180. $47. 26.
On third down, it's Prescott. That one complete. Elliott. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. Big hook up there. Forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On first down, Pollard, and he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Check. Here we go.
Check. 48, come on.
Let's get it together, defense.
Going to run again here with Pollard. He'll get about 4 here, down at 43-yard line. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game.
Alert 3. Alert 3.
Elliott. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. And his defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. No problem there on the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
First down, Chiefs.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On first down, Mahomes. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. A gain of 6 there on first. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Back to throw. Mahomes. It's Hill. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Mahomes to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this. I know you are, too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Point
after, right down the middle. So with just over a minute to play, this becomes a make-or-break onside kick. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. And the Cowboys are able to recover. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up second and 11 at the Chiefs' 45-yard line.
Prescott, he goes down to a knee, and that should just about do it. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
I was waiting to shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Master P, my masterpiece. That mean I don't got no limits.